Hey our friends!
Okay, hey our friends. Today we are in the forest and I want to share with you a quick message as we have Maja with us. And so I want to share a message with you today because firstly I want to express gratitude for this awesome community. And the thing that I wanted to share right now is that many people, as I saw in the comments, many people are experiencing those painful emotions right now. Like everything is coming up onto the surface. And yesterday somebody wrote me on Instagram a message if I could talk a little bit about, because that person saw in many comments, like so many people are going through, you know, so many people have been triggered recently to experience an intense pain or experience an intense fear or experience certain intense sadness, and many people don't know what is happening. People think like, oh, we are victims of something, and many people are experiencing lack of energy right now. So it's important to talk about this because it feels like everything is falling apart. Right? Everything is falling apart and we don't know what to do. What to do when those things are happening. So I always say to you, there's a purpose. You feel that. We need to look on our emotions as signals. What kind of energy is present in the bodies? And often people are just not aware of what is happening. Those emotions were always present, but because we've been distracting ourselves, we were not so aware of what is happening within our bodies. So if you're feeling certain negative emotions, it's a good sign because your awareness is expanding, you're waking up. When our awareness starts expanding, we become more aware of the pleasant and unpleasant stuff present within us, right? So never be afraid when you feel sadness, or never be worried when you feel something negative within your bodies. It is unpleasant, yes, but it requires us to take some time for ourselves. It requires us to truly pay attention what is happening, because emotions are signals, like indicators, right? You experience a lack of energy, what it is telling to you. Lack of energy is telling to you your body needs more attention. You need to take more time to rest. Take care of your sleep, the quality of your sleep. It doesn't mean that if you're sleeping for 8 hours that you have a great quality of your sleep. Take care of the great quality of your sleep, because as we're ascending, our bodies are shifting. Cells in the bodies are like adapting to the new frequencies. And it requires time and energy and adaptation, right? So we are adapting to new frequencies, my friends. You're ascending. And it is a beautiful process, but it's often it is an unpleasant process. Often we lose the connection with our true selves because we feel we are getting lost in those unpleasant emotions, but actually we are just recognizing everything which we were not aware before, right? So if you're experiencing sadness, firstly become aware of it. Okay, why I feel that way? What is still present? Do I need to forgive to myself? Do I need to forgive to a certain person? And find a way to do that, to initiate that. As tomorrow we will have the new moon in the zodiac sign of Virgo, which is urging us to take action towards our new self. And when it comes to taking actions towards our new selves, we need to recognize what is actually blocking us in order to transform, in order to be more free, in order to be happier, right? What is blocking us in order to be happier? And we recognize, well, I'm constantly catching myself judging others. I'm constantly comparing myself with others. And as soon as we become aware, okay, right now I'm comparing myself with that person, just stop and accept the situation, accept what is happening, accept that you are a unique you and you don't need to compare yourself with nothing because nobody is like you. You're not here in a race to win anything. You're here to experience everything. So every time we start comparing ourselves with others, we rob ourselves from being joyful, from being creative, right? When we start comparing ourselves with others, we cut ourselves from the stream of creative flow, and we lose that urge to creatively express ourselves. We feel a need to show up as somebody. We feel a need to please somebody, and so on. And that's the old earth system, my friends. That's the old earth system. So if you feel like we have such a beautiful day today. We are in an interesting forest right now, and the birds and everything, it's so beautiful. So beautiful. So it's important right now, if you feel anything unpleasant within your body, go more often into the nature, because nature is supporting you to let go of it, to peel off those layers. If you're wondering how to let go of something, well, if we want to let go of something, we need to become aware of it, and then we just need to take the next step forward, and we need to embody our authentic selves. Who is authentic you? Recognize what is making you unique. Well, if I don't like to speak with people that way, stop pleasing others, stop talking in that certain way which is not fitting you anymore. You're recognizing that some things are just not fitting you anymore. Some things are just not for you anymore. You just can't hang with certain people anymore, and it's all okay. Move on. It's all about moving on, going with the stream of water, always flowing. Water is adapting, water is changing forms. Water can be soft, but it can be hard as well. It can be truly soft, but it can create strong effects on the hardest materials. That's why Bruce Lee said, be like water, my friend. So, my friends, if you feel anything unpleasant right now, it's all okay. Actually, it's great. Let's celebrate that. We've been told that when we are sad that it's a bad sign, when we are afraid that it's a bad sign, let's embrace that. Let's celebrate that. We are becoming more aware. Like often, we've been told that life is only good when we are feeling good, right? Life is only good when we are feeling good. But life is good all the time. When we become aware that experiencing certain negative emotions, it's a good sign, because your awareness is expanding. Fear is like an excitement, just the mindset is the opposite. Fear, if you sense any kind of a fear, it is like a positive excitement, just that you have a negative mindset about the thing you're afraid of. When you recognize, well, I'm afraid of talking in front of the people, it's your mindset triggering that fear. If you set your mind to be excited for talking in front of the people, and you say, well, I'm not good in talking, change that mindset. You're good in talking. You can talk, you can say some words, you can express your feelings. You're good. You're good. You need to practice, and practice will help you to improve yourself. So you're good, my friends. You don't need to be like somebody else. You have certain expectations, you have certain pictures, like who you need to be, but you're already enough. You're already enough, and that's all you need to know. So spend more time in nature, my friends. Reconnect with that greatness, with that beauty, the magnificent nature, which is who we actually are. And don't worry. Don't worry what is happening, what is going on, because you are here to make a difference. And just let go, just release release and surrender. And we all know that letting go is not happening by saying I let go. Letting go is happening by moving forward and embracing the changes and adapting to the new version of ourselves, to the more honest selves, kinder selves, more loving selves, more creative and more productive selves. Every day we decide to be more creative. Every day we decide to be more productive. Every day we decide to be kinder, more loving and more connected. We are stepping towards the new earth by embodying the new selves. And that's the process of awakening that is happening right now. So how I do that? You know, often, especially at the beginning of my journey, I thought I can't fully express myself. I don't have the right words, my English is not so good, I'm afraid of talking in front of the camera and so on. I had those beliefs, but I said, well, the best way to change it is to overcome it. And I've started doing that, and I'm doing that every single day, and I'm becoming better. And because of that, I know myself better, because I sense where it feels unpleasant. And as soon as I sense that something is unpleasant, I want to know that part of myself better. I want to overcome that part of myself. So I will do what feels unpleasant, right? We need to do what feels unpleasant to recognize why it actually feels like that. Have we just been told that it's not for us? Or we think we are not talented enough? Or we think it's not for us? Why is that? Let's research it. In the past, people told us we need to be certain way, we need to act certain way, we need to think certain way, we need to do things certain way. But that's what put us into a certain box, into a mind prison, where suddenly life becomes really boring because we are so limited and there are so many different rules which we don't like them, but we think we can change them because that's who we are. But now, as we are expanding our awareness, we recognize those limitations. We recognize that we've been living our lives in a certain box and it's time to step outside of it. It's time to step outside of it and immerse yourself into the field of infinite potentials. Truly embrace yourself and celebrate yourself because you are doing a great job. Just celebrate yourself. Every single moment, celebrate yourself. When people say to you, you are not enough, just smile because you know that they don't know what they are talking about. When your mind will say to you, you're not good enough or you're not talented enough, just smile because you know that there's more to life than what your mind is saying to you. There's always more. Your heart is saying you're already enough. You're already enough. Your heart is smiling, and that's all we need to know. So celebrate it. Always celebrate it. When you feel sad, celebrate sadness. When you feel afraid, celebrate fear. When you feel joy, celebrate joy. When you feel creativity, celebrate creativity. It will melt down all the pain. It will melt down anything which is truly not serving you anymore. And that's how you will emerge into the new self. So this is it for today, my friends. I'm sending you lots of love, blessings, and power. Have a beautiful day and see you in the next one. One love, my friends.